I'd like to tell you a story. Every story needs a heroine, and in this case, it was a fun-loving redhead looking to have a fun night out on the town. At the nightclub she went to, we also had 4 Jacks, who were similarly celebrating, having some fun, as well as 4 Kings, who were also at the same nightclub. And Queen thought, well, this is a likely looking place to hang out. Let's see what we want to do. Well, the Kings, as it turned out, were wealthy businessmen celebrating promotions and job success. The Jacks were a bunch of college students just kind of having a little bit of a party. So, what did she decide to do? Did she decide to initially join the Kings here or the Jacks? Well, as it turns out, she sidled up to the Jacks. They looked like they were having an awful lot of fun. She was a little shy, but she needn't have been. The Jacks were very happy to have her company, and soon she was in the midst of the Jacks, drinking, telling stories, having fun. But after a while, Jacks were getting drunk and juvenile. They were spilling beer on her. She thought maybe this wasn't the right group to join after all. And she headed on over to the Kings. But the Jacks were amateur magicians, and they cast a spell, and poof, before you knew it, the Kings were by themselves, wondering just what was going on and what had happened to the Queen who had kind of headed their way. Well, as it turns out, the Queen was right back where she started, in the midst of the Jacks, and none too happy about being jerked around against her will. She went to the bouncer, and she had the Jacks ejected from the club. Well, the Kings were happy to see that, and they started showing off. One of them offered her some expensive champagne. One of them offered her some fancy chocolates. One of them offered her some jewelry. And the last one offered her a ride in his Ferrari. Well, she wasn't very impressed, but she didn't really have too much of a choice, and so she, again, shyly sidled over to the Kings, and eventually, as she got comfortable with them, she turned around and she started talking with them. And so all 4 of these Kings were having a lot of fun with their lady friend. But after a while, she got tired of them. They were full of themselves. They just kept hitting on her, and she decided maybe she's going to leave. In fact, maybe she was going to go find the Jacks because they didn't really mean anything malicious by it. They were just having fun. So she took off. Well, the Kings remembered the spell that the Jacks had cast and thought maybe if they tried the same spell, they could get those queens back. And they tried that spell, and poof, back came the Queen. But the Queen wasn't having any more of this. She knew a little magic of her own, and she cast a spell, and when she cast her spell, poof, the Kings disappeared, replaced by her friends, and it became a girls' night out.